Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I will share how can we supervise the classification of Sentinel-2 images to acquire the land cover data of certain place. Let's get started. I have Ward 11 data of Bharatpur municipality. I have loaded the all band in the layer section. It looks like. Now we are going to use SCP plugin and refresh it, load in the band, click this button and add all this band to the band set 1, move to it just before 9 and click the Sentinel 2 band in wavelength quick setting so that it recognizes this band is from Sentinel 2 satellite, and just click and minimize the window. Then you can create a virtual band from RGB. You can use 432 to create the virtual band, and you can enhance the image quality by clicking this button as you require. And this button, after clicking this button, you can see the changes in the location, changes in the visualization. You can change the different bands combination depending upon the how you can visualize this data and how can you acquire the actual data or samples, take sample accurately. If your virtual band set is in the bottom, you can't see this change, so move it to the top. Go to the training input, samples, and create a file. I create samples for Word, and it acts as a save file of our sample. Now we have to take signature here, macro classes ID, macro classes name, classes ID, classes name. I use land use and forest. Go to ROI option and click display and NDVI. You can see the NDVI value of the all feature. Here you can see the vegetation has highest NDVI value and the build up area has lowest NDVI value. On basis of that, you can simply choose the region of interest. I can choose first land use forest, or you can use any name. Vegetation is called forest, and just click the save button. I take another sample, click save button. It will save the signature of samples, and here you see the classes ID is automatically increasing where macro classes ID is not increasing. Take more sample as much as possible so that you can get exact value or exact land use land classifications, or you can get highly accurate or highly precise land use classification. Let's take more and more samples. Or you can just simply change the band value so that you can see more accurately of other features. Here you can see the different Sentinel-2 bands and combinations. I will upload this link in the description so that you can see easily. Here Sentinel-2 bands, it has different bands with different resolution. A color combination is different. Here color infrared. This band emphasizes healthy and unhealthy vegetation by using the near infrared. It is especially good at reflecting chlorophyll. Blah blah. You can see this. I will upload this in description. Then the created samples should be merged so that we can get one samples. Merge this one sample and delete the rest of others and only leave the merged items. Then change the macro classes id to then I use build up area, build up class name I use buildings. You can choose the region of interest or samples, multiple samples of buildings where the NDVI value is lowest. You can change the RGB combination to enhance the visualization. I take the samples of build-up area. I suggest you to take more signatures so that you'll get the exact land use land covered map. You can just be careful on the NDVI value while taking signatures also. Take signature from different places. Save these. After taking all samples, you have to save the all signatures. You can go to the SCP plugin and here you will find the RGB band set. To add the more RGB band, here I take more samples of build-up area or buildings. After this I will merge these samples. This semi-automatic classification plugin merges the signatures by applying the average value. It calculates the all signature value and after merging this all the samples, it will give the average value of all taking signatures. So we can use only merged value. Now I am going to merge all the buildings samples. Merge items, yes. It will calculate the signature by calculating the average value of all signatures. Remove all these samples and leave only the merged buildings. You can just only if you want to see the boundary only, then you can change this. Macro classes 3 vegetation, or you can use land cover, it's called to farmland. Also I use vegetation and take the samples, change the band so that you can clearly see the farmland area or greenery area. Take the samples, this 843 band combination gives the clean vegetation or healthy vegetation's color, this purple color, and build up area a white color. You can see, check the link in the description also, the which combination gives what output. Take more and more samples from all the sides, and one thing you have to remember is you should take the samples of all features, like here forest build up area is like in same number, so that you will get the more precise land use land cover. If you take one features several samples and another features only one or two samples, this will not give you the exact result. So you have to remember this also while calculating or taking samples in supervised classification. Healthy vegetation has highest NDVI value. You can see in the mouse crosshair the value of NDVI. You can create a region of interest of samples by watching this value also. Here this area also farmland area, so I take the sample of these. This side also. Here I take the merge building so that I will merge its building. You can change macro classes number to take revised samples also, and place here only one sample and remove the other remaining samples. Merge this, delete, and you can change the color. I will give the green color for forest, build up area has the red in color normally, so I'll give the red color. And merged farmland named farmland has the yellow color. Okay, then you can just click the preview plus and samples, drag to samples to button so that clearly visible here. Where you click the plus button, you will see the classifications of this. Or you can simply click class temporary group to see the whole classifications of our region of interest, of our boundary. Here, this is the final land use land classification of our interest. You can use more samples to acquire the more accurate result. Here I share just a preliminary idea of how can we supervise classifications using Sentinel to images. You can use OpenStreetMap base layer to see the exactly what features in the base, and you can check preliminary, or you can check your data to the background base. Here you can see the final land use land cover data and compare with OpenStreetMap layer. Thank you for watching.